Well, hey parents, Todd Frazier here, principal at Ratton Elementary. Just wanted to go through some of the procedures for drop-off in the morning and then pick up in the afternoon. As you can see behind me, the front of the school here. In the morning time, that is for buses only up until the cutoff time, which is 7:10 a.m. for the 23-24 school year, and then cars can use the front lane for carpool drop-off up until the tardy bell rings at 7:25. In the afternoons, the front is for buses only. Cars will have to use the south lanes for pickup. Now for morning drop-off, the doors will be ready to go at 7 a.m. as will this south carpool lane. No buses that you'll have to wait for. You'll just come on in and head on down on this side and then loop back around, drop off right back here where the doors are. The pillars are numbered, so go ahead and pull up to one of those pillars, drop off your kiddo, and then head on out. Now, one thing that I do want to mention is when you do head out this way onto Ferguson, if you were headed back to Oak Hollow, we ask that you not make the left turn here. We do ask that you go ahead and make a right turn right this way, and then what you can do is make that right turn, loop around that way, or this way, loop around, there we go. Just loop around and then head on back south towards Oak Hollow. Now for afternoon dismissal, we utilize the Pick My Kids system for parents to check in to the carpool line, get your numbers in the queue, and are able to assign different lines in the queue to get you going. So one of the things that we ask you to do is right here to go ahead and post your number inside, obviously not outside like I've got here, but as you can see in that passenger side window, or if you maybe have it in the visor up here, because either Miss Massey, Miss Kramer, myself, or Miss Cole will be calling numbers, and we need to be able to see that number as you pass through the line, so that way we can put you in the queue. If you don't have it yet, go ahead and download the Pick My Kid app, so that way you can go ahead and check in, and that way we can get you processed faster. But no worries if you cannot get the app, or it's not working on that particular day. As long as you have your car tag that looks just like this and have it in the window, we can go ahead and get you processed and in the queue. All right, so now for a little bit of a first person action here as we come through the carpool lane. You'll notice that off to your right, we've got a Pick My Kid check-in sign. There's number 1, and then up ahead is number 2. And again, you're just utilizing that Pick My Kid app to check yourself in, and then one of us will be standing here near the fire hydrant typically, and we just put you in the queue, so that way your kiddos get called up to the front, and then when it's your turn in line at the doors, they are able to go ahead and get up to the line quickly. Now parents, one of the things that we do ask is that if you've got little ones and they need to be buckled up, is not to go ahead and do that here. We do ask that you remain in the car, and we will help get your kiddo into their seat. But if you have a little one that maybe still uses a 5-point harness, like for our pre-K kiddos, or maybe a kinder or first grader, what we do ask you to do is to go ahead and pull forward here. And as you can see where this white car is right here, you'll notice the handicap access right here, and then the white car right here. Just pull forward, and there you can go ahead and pause and buckle your kiddo up. And what that allows us to do, it allows the flow of our dismissal traffic to continue, because ideally we want to get you guys out in the quickest amount of time possible. First few days are always pretty lengthy. So don't be surprised if you're sitting in the carpool traffic for 20 to 30 minutes. But once we get our system down and we get you guys trained and our kiddos trained as well, it really goes very quickly, and typically start to end we're at 15 minutes max utilizing this system. For those of you doing YMCA, these gym doors right here after that very first pillar is going to be where you are going to pick up your kiddo and check them out. What I would recommend is that you come after your carpool is finished. Otherwise you will be stuck in that carpool lane. So typically carpool begin at 3:50, we dismiss, but then again I would say 20 to 30 minutes, go ahead and swing on by. So I would target like a 4:20, 4:30 time frame so you don't get caught up in the car. All right, parents, just so you can remember, for the 23-24 school year, you will be able to make changes to how your kiddo goes home up until 3:30, and then anything after 3:30 is going to have to go through the front office. So make sure that you make any changes to your kid's dismissal in Pick My Kid prior to 3:30. Now, as far as being able to start announcing on Pick My Kid, if you're already here in the carpool lane, that will begin at 3:35. So if you can't check in when you get here and it's before 3:35, the reason why is we haven't quite opened that up yet. So again, 3:30 to make changes, 3:35 to go ahead and start making those announcements that you're here. Hey parents, I hope that you found this video helpful regarding our car arrival and dismissal procedures. And we're looking forward to a great 23-24 school year.